An AI employee is software that owns a job instead of answering a question. This video covers what that really means, what it needs access to, who checks its work, and what it costs. Let us start with the parts that decide your bill. 3 things up front. What you buy is a queue, a scope, and a review step, not a person. It is not a legal employee either, so a named human on your team still owns the result. And advertised prices run $20 to $200 a month, which tells you almost nothing. Here is the path. First, what it actually is. Then, the roles people hire for. Then, what you let it touch. Then, who checks the work. And finally, what it costs and where it breaks. Start with the definition, because most of the confusion in this category is vocabulary. A tool answers when asked. An employee is handed a queue and is expected to have made progress by Friday. 3 properties separate the two. It has its own trigger, so nobody has to open an app. It picks its own steps, and you never drew that flowchart. And it carries context across time, from one ticket to the next. Not everyone buys the label, and the sharpest objection is on Hacker News. That is half right, and it is the useful half. The word employee smuggles in an assumption about accountability that does not survive a legal review. What it does name accurately is the shape: a queue, a scope, and a review process. Buy the shape, ignore the metaphor. Compare them on one question: who decides the next step? A Copilot starts only when you do. Automation and an AI employee both start without you. Neither a Copilot nor automation picks its own steps, because you drew that flow in advance. Both automation and an AI employee run while your team is offline. Only the employee works the backlog. Next, the jobs. Vendors have landed on a small set, and the pattern behind it is clear. The roles that work are the ones already written down somewhere. Customer support is the best fit, because years of resolved tickets are a labeled training set. The IT service desk is strong, though access requests need approval design. HR and internal help works when the handbook is current. Sales development is easy on volume, hard on judgment. Now look at what is missing from every roster. Nothing that needs a person physically there, nothing that needs a legal signature, and nothing whose correct answer is written down nowhere in your company. That last category is bigger than teams expect, and it is the usual reason a rollout stalls. Now access, this is the part the ranking guides skip, and it is where the money is. Every integration hands the agent 3 separate things, and teams conflate them. Sources are what it can read: past tickets, your help center, order records. Triggers are what wakes it up: a new ticket, and at mention, a schedule. Actions are what it can do: draft, reply, tag, close, refund. Grant reads first, drafts second, writes last. Here is why the order matters. A wrong answer in a read-only draft costs an agent 30 seconds of editing. The same answer with send permission is already in a customer inbox. The same answer with refund permission has moved money. The scope you grant, not the model you pick, sets what a mistake costs. Ask any vendor 3 things here. Where is the scope enforced, in the infrastructure or in a prompt? Because a prompt limit is only a suggestion. Does the agent hold your API tokens? And the right answer is no. And can you say never touch these ticket types or only answer when called? Many platforms cannot express either. An AI employee without a review design is a liability with a subscription. Treat oversight as a ladder, not a switch. Sandbox first, you chat with it, no customer impact. Then draft mode, where every output waits for a human. Then semi-autonomous, handling what it has earned and escalating the rest. Then autonomous, watched through recaps and alerts. Graduated on a measured approval rate, never on a calendar date. The most common reason a support buyer walks is confidence. This one runs about 7,000 tickets a month. He cannot check 7,000 answers to find the guesses, so a bot that replies, "Sorry, I do not know," is worse than one that stays quiet. Easel lost that deal, and it is still the sharpest statement of the requirement we have. One detail decides whether this holds up at volume. Most drafts are 80% right, not right or wrong. So, approve with edit is the option that matters, because the edit is the training signal. With binary approval, teams copy and paste around the product, and the agent learns nothing. Not one page, one guide tells you to test it against your own history first. The mechanic is simple. Take a few hundred closed tickets and have it answer them cold. Compare its answers to what your team actually sent. You get a coverage map by theme instead of a vibe. One real gap report read, 23 tickets asked about prorated refunds, and the docs only cover cancellations. Now the sticker price is rarely the number you end up paying. 3 shapes. A credit wallet runs $25 to $100 a month. Per seat, pooled credits run $30 to $200 a seat. Per task handled is 40 cents a ticket. When the allowance ends, the wallet bills you overage, the seat plan pauses, and per task carries on. Only per task lets you forecast the bill. The other half is the human baseline. One loaded agent runs roughly $5,000 a month, from a median wage of $37,780. 10,000 conversations at 40 cents each is $4,000. Make that comparison at your own volume, not a vendor's. One trap to name: if a vendor bills per resolution, ask what counts as one. I ran that math for a customer at about 1,000 tickets a month. It came out at $792. In a Black Friday month at 4,000 tickets, it hit $3,168. Their inbox was 22% spam, and auto-closing spam counted as resolutions. Expect 4 failures. It answers things that are not customers, like vendor newsletters. It overpromises on your behalf, telling people you will get them sorted, which it cannot know. It reports success it never had, claiming searches it never ran, and the knowledge rots quietly, because nothing tells you a policy page went stale except a wrong answer. 3 things to take away. What you are buying is a queue, a scope, and a review process, not a person. Grant access in the order, read, draft, act, because that decides what a mistake costs. And replay it on your own closed tickets before a customer ever sees an answer. If the role you are hiring for is support, that is the one easel builds. It drops into the Zendesk or Freshdesk you already run and trains on your resolved tickets. It reads from over 1,000 integrations, so the answer is not stuck in one tool. Simulation replays hundreds of past tickets and hands you the gap report. Pricing is 40 cents per ticket or chat handled with no platform fee and no seats. And there is $50 of free usage to run that dry run with. Connect your help desk, replay your history, and read the gap report before you decide what it can send.